Welcome to Real Life Investing. This is Al getting in contact with you guys. Going to be talking to you about Zabeck and the Zabeck Network. Trying to make sure we get the job done here. It's looking good though. One of the things I'm going to say about Zabeck is the fact that no matter what is happening, it's still consistent and it's still growing. So, but remember, whatever we say on the channel is not financial advice. However, if you like what you see today, we just ask you to like and subscribe to the channel. We're growing and we just ask that you grow with us. We really appreciate you guys. Now, let's go ahead and start looking at Zebec right away, talking about where we are. Looks like we're at down a little bit, maybe like 1%, not bad at all. Let's go to the 1 week. We're only down like 1% and some change here. And then over the month, let's see what's happening. We're down 17%. So this may be an opportune time to scoop up a little Zebec, full disclosure. Did a little bit of that myself when I saw a dip. Now, right here, we're at down 38%, which compared to many of the cryptos, we're doing very well in that regard over the whole year. So one of the things we do see, yes, there is somewhat of a bear market going on, but one of the players that is not going under is Zebec. Zebec is going forward, and that is beautiful. So one of the things we want to see that Zebec right now is a fintech giant in the making. So, but we'll just go ahead and talk about that in just a little bit more. Now, let's hurry up and look at the market cap right now. We're at 2.18 trillion. Fear and greed is going to be at 20. And looking at Bitcoin, not too bad right now, not too shabby. 63,000, Ethereum at 1,700. Moving a little bit more. Bitcoin dominance right now is at 58.4%. We got Ethereum at 9.5% and the others at 32.2%. So that means the altcoins aren't doing that bad. Now, looking at what we're dealing with right now, I'm going to talk a little bit about what we're seeing in Zebec as far as like the great things that are happening. So right now we know that Zebec is building a great empire as far as real payments. Over the last few years, Zebec has been expanding beyond the crypto payroll into a broader financial infrastructure business. So the company's made several acquisitions to add payroll processing, payment cards, compliance services, and education payment capabilities. And one of the things let me show you this real quick. Right here is going to be the Zabeck Network acquires the science card. Right here, let's talk about what this does. This is from a while ago, but right here it says we're excited to share that the Zabeck Network has acquired Science Card, a UK-based university payments platform used by over 50,000 students across 10 top universities, including Cambridge and Aston University. Science Card enables students to use prepaid cards for campus spending while supporting university research with every transaction. By joining the Zabeck ecosystem, Science Card will now offer crypto-enabled cards powered by Zabeck's on-chain infrastructure. So why does it matter? With the acquisition, we're expanding our card program to include campus crypto spending, research-backed transaction models, and education-focused financial tools. So, and also let us tell the way it should be told, as far as once you deal with the young people that are in colleges, then you have another generation of users to the Zabeck network. So very exciting and very promising, as a matter of fact. So one of the things we got to see is if investors are still valuing Zabeck. So, all right. So in other words, no more inflation, at least for the token itself. Now, also, Zabeck also highlights ongoing buyback mechanism tied to ecosystem revenue, particularly from card to payment products. So net worth. So they're basing it on something other than gas fees, which is beautiful. And that's why the token and the tokenomics are better for the Zabeck product. So let's keep it moving a little bit. So right here, we're seeing that the real world payroll also, let me see if I can get to this. Real world payroll is also finally happening. So we've been waiting on that for a while. But at the same time, things have been falling in place as Zabeck continues to position itself as a leader in real time payroll infrastructure. The company recently expanded capabilities through partnerships and integrations, including the work with the Stellar ecosystem. So, one of the things we absolutely are appreciative of is that Zebec brings streaming payroll to Stellar. So, we won't go into this in detail, but at the same time, is talking about what's being built. Let's read that a little bit. Says what's being built at a high level, Zabeck will enable businesses to pay employees and contractors on Stellar in real time by the second. Instead of waiting days and weeks for payroll to clear, earnings can be streamed continuously, accessed instantly, and used immediately. Behind the scenes, this rollout combines three simple steps into one seamless flow. So what we're looking at is stream earnings in stablecoins, USDC. We're also looking at to receive funds directly into a digital wallet and to spend or cash out globally through cards or local pickup. So it says this creates a closed loop system where money moves as fluidity as the work it pays for. So this is beautiful. It says the bill will roll out in phases, starting with core payroll functionality and expanding into full global payout rails, including integrations with fiat on and off ramps and remittance networks. So beautiful. So Stellar, very impressed by that. And so let's keep it moving. The key message is going to be that most crypto projects are still trying to find a use case, but Zabeck is already processing real world payments and payroll. So all of this is going into effect already. So there's not something that we are not in effect with here. So that's beautiful. Let's see. Let's go a little bit further. The market may be missing the super app story, but we know that that's one of the things that's also in effect. But let's go ahead and look at some of the latest news. Let's see. Latest Zabeck Network news update. So right here, let's go ahead into this. The community is cautiously optimistic about its institutional progress. And let's see. Traders note a recent price surge, but highlight is still far from its all-time high. A prominent supporter details deep institutional integrations, calling Zabeck a sleeping giant. Another trader projects massive long-term upside, suggesting a 10x to 250x potential. That is crazy good. Now, see if there's anything else to look at in this regard. Let's go a little bit further. Going to the actual X site. See if there's something we want to talk about here. Of course, do not forget Made in the USA, decentralized infrastructure network for seamless flows of real world value. Talking about the real world assets, the RWAs. Beautiful. We already know right here, we've been talking about this before about the super app being live. One of the things that we are looking for is the mobile app to come into full effect as well. So just a heads up on that. So see if there's anything we want to say about this. Everything's looking beautiful, but at the same time, you got the super app talking about the staking page. You've got what's this, remittances coming soon, all in one super app. So this is beautiful. It's already on desktop, but at the same time, like I said, the mobile is about to be more effective than ever. This is another event from Simon, the CEO, explaining why Zebec is bringing enterprise payroll to Stellar. We talked about that a little bit already, but just giving you a heads up, a little bit more information here. This is talking about the collaboration with World Liberty Finance. Zebec is everywhere, guys. I'm telling you, this is awesome. Let's read a little bit of crypto news we may not have seen before. This is brand new. Zabeck Network integrates first regulated British pound stablecoin for payments. So this is brand new. So, like the little pictures here. Now, Zabeck Network has partnered with Token GBP to integrate the first UK regulated British pound stablecoin to its payment ecosystem. Stablecoin is immediately available on the Zabeck Super App for payment cards and real-time streaming, with payroll features launching soon. Issued by FCA registered BCP Technologies, the asset expands compliant fiat-backed token options for global corporate and retail users. Guys, not going to go too much more into the Zabeck Network right now, but at the same time, one of the things we can say, there's always positive information, there's always new information, there's always expansion, there's always adoption, there's always growth. This is a winner. Make sure you get on this train if you can. Not financial advice, but when the finally all the dust settles with all of these mad things that are going on and the crypto markets start to come back alive, you will see that Zebec has got its momentum, and the momentum will keep growing. And once we finally come out of the bear market and into the bull, this is going to be one of your big bovine or one of your bulls in the end. So keep your eyes on Zebec. Good stuff on the way. Make sure that you are in charge of this one. Have a great one. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Please share, like, comment, and subscribe to Real Life Investing. And thank you for watching.